Oldham took his daughter west, where thorn and briar marked the line. He bade her read the broken fern, the silent track, the older sign. For word had come of a ravening wolf, a shadow thing of hungered night. Its cry unmade the morning birds, its passing quenched the heart fire's light. Three days they followed toot and print, through rain that blurred the hill and stone. Oldham named the beast a scourge, and swore 'twould find no road home. Yet Boss found more than fang and wrath. She found a mother, tense yet steadfast. Her young lay hidden at her breast, too small to know what came and passed. The she-wolf bared no wicked heart, but bared her teeth because she must. For every mother knows this truth, better my blood than theirs in trust. Then Boss called softly through the dusk to Dovda, cousin born of night. Lay branch on branch and shade on shade, and hide them from my father's sight. The darkness gathered at her word. the woodland held its quiet breath. No hound could find that hidden den, no scent of life, no hint of death.
Get through a full round.
Yeah.
Handy if I pushed the right button, everybody. I pushed I pushed 3 wrong buttons.
Hi.
We're live.
We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
I knew that.
The credits are over, and I just pressed the wrong button 3 different times as I was like, no, it's not that one. No, it's not that one. It's clearly the one that says 5-player. I swear to God, it's just been a long time. Yeah, the ghost of old Bill was here very briefly. Thus implying he's dead. I'll just let Dave know. Apologies for the technical mishap, but I think, I'm allowed one. It's fine. You are very, very welcome to the D8 Dungeon channel. You are crap! Dave's in the chat. Wait, so now you have to find out the hard way, Dave. But you're very welcome to D8 Dungeon and our weekly and also technically bi-weekly stream, the Emberlight Saga. I'm Declan, and I am your game master, and I promise I'm much more proficient at running games than I am producing with OBS. So there's all that. We all get inspiration to make up for that technical fallacy. Yes, we all do. And so do the wolves, and so do...
Oh, God.
Everybody deserves inspiration.
And you get inspiration.
We are... before we jump into tonight's session, there's a couple of things to very, very quickly mention. The first is, if this is your first time tuning into the Emberlight Saga, just a kind of a content warning. This is a grimdark-inspired fantasy where we delve into some fairly heavy themes, very, very immersive role-playing that dabbles with strong emotional elements, themes of loss, hopelessness, guilt, aspects of horror, both supernatural and psychological. If those are not your forte, then there's plenty of other D8 Dungeon content out there that you can check out. I always like to maybe mention a different stream or someone that we work with or we've hopped off of every now and again. And I've mentioned this gang before, but I want to do kind of a quick shout out to A Tale of D20s. I just finished up playing as part of a mini-series with them using the Avatar TTRPG system from Magpie Games. I was scared. Yep. And I did it to myself. Like, so that's the yeah. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to spoil anything. I really would encourage you to check it out when it comes out. Yeah, just a phenomenal group of people. Hang on, I'm learning how to do shout outs. Because I'm not a nope, that's a full stop, not a slash. I might still be a bit of a luddite. Tale of the 20s. I don't know. I think this is right. Yes, I did it right. I get inspiration for doing that command correctly. But yeah, I would strongly encourage you to click that little link there for Tale of the 20s and give them a follow. The team are absolutely wonderful, and they also run regular charity streams as well. I like how Declan traumatizes himself, then turns around and traumatizes his players. Who will break this cycle? Yeah, I just yeah. To be fair, I hurt myself, so now I have to take that out on all of you to make me feel better. Yeah. The cycle. Okay, so there's that. The other thing I wanted to mention is our upcoming charity stream event, D8 Dungeon Drive. It is taking place at the end of August from the 28th to the 30th, with a little asterisk because we're also hoping to bring back D8 Dungeon Mania, our PvP tournament, and we are hoping to make this an intercontinental battle for glory once again. I'll drop a link to our expression of interest form at the moment. We could do with more people signing up early, even though we don't have any of the games sorted yet, but if you sign up early, you will get first access to those. And we are also looking for people to potentially step up to the plate as DMs. We want to make this as close to a 48-hour marathon as we possibly can. So your efforts go a long way to help raise money for charity. Last year, we raised over $14,000 for Project Hope. I don't care if we raise $500 this year. I just want to use this platform to raise money for charity and to raise awareness. So if we can keep an eye out for that link in the chat over the next couple of minutes, over the next hour or so. I think that's it. I think that's everything. Right. Yep, cool. Can someone remind me who ended up with the Embers inspiration from the end, our post? Did we do Embers and Roads last session? Yeah, Griblina, you have it. Okay. It's not a use it or lose it in this session, but it was more just Declan just needed a bit of a recap, a refresh, just so let's note yourself, go extra hard on Griblina, burn that inspiration as quickly as possible. Yeah. Okay. And I think that's everything. I think I've done everything else that I was supposed to do.
Now let's all befriend these puppies and have a great time.
Yeah.
Guys, if you didn't know, this is actually the beach episode. Why are you saying that?
My own mother said I was a monster. She was right, of course, but it still hurt.
I'll keep saying it until it's true.
What I'm going to ask just very, very quickly before because we left in the middle of combat. We left in the middle of you all engaging with a pack of mirewolves, 7 of them to be exact. And you are holding your own against them. But in the middle of this, just as it started to seem like it was going to turn, with 1 or 2 failed rolls and misses, even though you've been holding the mirewolves at bay, they don't seem to be frightened. In fact, they are only pushing harder. With this, just when it felt like you were getting a handle on everything, Dax noticed and called attention to a stranger standing at the edge of the mouth of the cave where you had found Javier's body and pack. And that person let out a sharp whistle, and a pack of normal wolves have come running towards you. Inara, can you roll your initiative for me?
Yay. Ooh, 19.
Okay. So that's going to put you right after Griblina. And before the Mirewolves continue their attack. And Declan also needs to roll new initiative. Okay, that's a 16. And then...
I'm worried. Is the source of sin one of the sources of sin coming from that stranger as well?
Yes. That's kind of what drew your focus stacks. That second source, it was still there, but it wasn't getting closer. If anything, it seemed to be moving away from you. But this one drew closer. This is the one that felt as if it was drowning in guilt and shame and hurt. The other one is greed and gluttony and hunger. Okay. This, I know, and also I think we did end on kind of in the middle of kind of combat. And do you think Declan noted exactly whose last turn it was? No. So if everybody's okay, can we start at the top of the initiative order, if that's okay?
100%.
Griblina, your focus for a moment, again, even the Mirewolves, on hearing this whistle, they cock and turn their heads back to look at the stranger. All of you see this person standing there. They are not moving, but from behind them, just ripping out of the tree line, clearing the opening near the cave. You see 3 large brown and white wolves just come charging. It's your action.
Yes, Sin is coming off it. Like, you can hear him kind of straining to kind of keep his self actually in the position that he is, defending the group or helping defend the group. He definitely feels like he's trying to move towards them as quickly as possible.
Wisdom save, please, Dax.
Huh?
Wisdom save.
Great. Wish I was wise. 3.
You, as Griblina just shouts at you, wondering if this is one of those people that you were talking about. You're drawn to this person, and immediately you feel so ashamed. It's like as if somebody has cut into the heart of who you are and exposed your wrongdoings, your failings. The world can see, and the world knows all of the terrible and terrifying things that you have done. You have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. There's a moment where you, Gribina, like just kind of snarling and snapping at Dax, you throw all of that energy up and out, and it is just this sickening crackling. Oh, chat's saying they can't hear you. Good. I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I can hear Kate.
Yeah, all good. I didn't do anything. Like, there's nothing on OBS. Like, I can see your audio feeds coming in as well. I see your subs. Okay, it is registered your audio.
You hear other players or just?
Oh, yeah,
Kappa,
no,
or-
Zul can hear now. Yeah, I know, it's fine.
Nice.
Might just a weird glitch. It's that energy inside you that, like, and it is just this sickly electricity. It crackles and hisses at the edge of your teeth and out of your fingernails, and it forms, and there is just this lashing of lightning-like energy out of you, and it just screams and scorches. Several of the trees nearby are burnt and charred as the lightning catches them. The figure at the cave, you see immediately, they hold one hand straight out in front of them, and the witch bolt hits shield.
Okay. That's an interesting situation for next turn. I will stay where I am and end my turn.
Okay. Yanara. Yeah, you might have muted
You're
yourself.
on mute.
Yeah.
I am. So, how many wolves are around us currently?
7 mirewolves and 3 more wolves are coming.
Okay. I think so. No, 7 mirewolves is so many. This figure, I think this figure is the important one to kind of do something with, and I think Yanara is a little bit. She's just kind of. How far away is the figure from us, roughly?
They're about 60 feet, 75 feet.
Okay, cool. So if they're about 60-ish feet, like, I'm gonna move up a little bit, and I will use one of my uses of fairy fire.
On the figure, are you moving through this pack?
Oh yeah, the pack is in front.
Yeah.
Well, it is a 20-foot radius on fairy fire and a 60-foot range, so I could probably get it with it. Could I get it within if it's about 75 feet away from me?
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah, just at
Okay.
the edge.
Cool. I'm going to hit it with fairy fire, so then it would have to move through the 20 feet of fairy fire still if it's moving. But it and whatever wolves are around it, if they haven't moved out of it.
They've bolted past. They're going to be on ye on the next turn.
Oh, maybe it makes more sense to just throw it on the 7 wolves so that they run into it. I think that's a better idea. I'm going to hit fairy fire on the wolves in front of us and make it so that there's a little field of fairy fire that the new wolves will run into.
Okay.
So they all need to make a dex save of 15.
Okey-dokey.
And I'm going to make it so that it does not hit our allies.
That's a 19 for the mirewolves.
Cool.
And
That is
then
fine.
I'll
It
roll
was-
for the wolves on their turn when they get in that space.
I will. Yeah, I've used up one use of that. I'm going to use half of my movement to teleport back 10 feet with my with one of my abilities, just so I'm not in melee with 7 wolves. And I don't think I have any bonus action attacks, unfortunately. So I think that's me.
Okay.
Done.
In this moment, the figure by the cave, about 65 feet away from ye, because you're deeper into the thick of trees because ye made a run for it. Her hand still out, and that energy crackling against the witch bolt energy crackling against her shield. She stares straight towards you, and in this moment, with her hand still extended, you see the shield, the energy, Griblina, just dissipate and crackle, and the edges, the sparks of your bolt catch around the edges of her own arm, her extended left hand. And there's a moment where lightning coils at the edge of her left hand, and she closes her fist and opens it explosively, and she shoots a lightning bolt in the direction of the Mirewolves, Dax, and Maliki.
Ooh.
So she's going to get 3 of the Mirewolves, but she's going to catch 2 of you in that as well. So I need you to make a make a Dex saving throw, please. And I'll do the same for the Mirewolves.
21.
21 for the Mirewolves as well.
I'm as nimble as my.
I rolled a no. That was a 5.
Okay. So Dax and the Mirewolves are going to take 17 damage. Maliki takes 34.
Maliki is at 0.
Okay. In this moment, lightning just arcs straight out of this figure. 3 of the wolves are just caught. One of the trees next to you, Maliki, just erupts into flame and explodes. The lightning strikes you, and you are knocked from your feet. One of the mirewolves is incinerated. It lets out a shrieking howl, and the sound echoes. And at the end of its howl, you hear, "Brick, help me." And I need everybody who's conscious to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh my god.
Uh, 15.
19.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
Maliki, you're down.
Matt is down.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I'm taking a nap.
16.
16, okay. 15 is the threshold. So its death rattle is just extinguished with it as just this charred husk collapses. The other 2 wolves still stand, but you can see that parts of them have opened and are on flame. Dax, at the tail end of it, that as the lightning bolt just dissipates from her hand, where Maliki had been standing, you throw yourself out of the way, but you catch a little of that residual lightning energy. Okay.
What did we hear the wolf say?
Brack, help me.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And we recognize it as the voice of Brick.
It was just gross. It didn't sound like Brick. It was just it was like something trying to remember what a voice sounded like. That's that. The wolves are going to 1 try and do a dex save against the fairy fire, and nope, that's an 11.
Great.
3 of the wolves immediately go for one of the mirewolves, one of the ones that was struck by lightning, and they have pack rules. Pack tactics. Advantage on this, so +1. That's 13 or 16 to hit, and 16 16 is going to hit. Oh, yeah, 16 hits. Ooh, this is a lot of damage to throw it at them. Let's see. This might take them out. Another wolf out. Roll. 12. No, still up. Okay. Yeah, the three. There's two dark brown, almost tan brown wolves, and then there's one with kind of it's brown and white with these sort of like just streaks of white, and its underbelly is all white as well. They immediately, from all angles, they encircle the direwolf that had been standing near Maliki, and one lashes out with its teeth, and the direwolf kind of haunches back. And in that moment, the one behind it had been waiting, snaps out and sinks its teeth into the direwolf's leg and drags it. And then the second and that third wolf all immediately just lash out and start biting at the direwolf. It is now it's the direwolf's go. One's dead. Two are still standing. Sorry, I'm talking about the groups. So one of the wolf that is being devoured by the direwolf that's being devoured by the normal wolves. You see it's barely holding itself together, and there's a direwolf Grablina that has been kind of trying to hold you at bay and pin you down. Its head turns and it fixes its gaze on the weaker direwolf, and you start to see tendrils like shadow or creeping vines coil off of the direwolf next to you. And like a darting viper, these tendrils lash out at the other direwolf, coiling it, trapping it, and then violently whipping it towards itself. And it is consumed. The direwolf's chest opens, and the other weaker one is just pulled inside, and there is a sickening, wet crunch. And that's that one's action. Chernos. Okay, there's two. Yeah, Chernos, the two that are on you are still going to go. And that is a 17 to hit.
How close is my wolf to me?
I think it's still with you. I think it's still beside you, yeah.
So my steel defender is going to deflect the attack, giving it disadvantage.
Okay. And that's a 19 to... Nope, that's a 21 to hit.
Oh, damn. Okay, yep, that does get me.
Okay, 26. 6 plus that. That's 10 piercing damage and 2 necrotic damage. Oh, sorry, that one's gone. And then Dax, the two that are on you are going to go. And that's a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
For 10 piercing damage as well, and 2 necrotic damage.
Cool. I'm going to use Stone Endurance as a reaction.
Okay, that's half the damage.
But no, it's 1d12.
Oh, 1d12.
So 8.
Okay. It's going to make its second, and it's a 15 to hit, which I know doesn't hit. And then the other one, that's a 12 to hit on its first attack, or a 10. No. The first one lands it just sinks its teeth into you, and it actually punctures the armor, and it rips your hand violently, the one that you're using to grip your sword. It tries to yank you down, and as it does, you pull back with your strength. The other one, seeing you sort of pulled forward, kind of goes to like the way that the other wolves behaved. It saw a vulnerability. It went to attack, but it's too slow. Dax, it's your action.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to attack one of them. I know I have disadvantage on this attack.
Are you attacking one of the regular Mire or one of the Mire wolves or the regular ones?
The Mire wolves.
Okay, cool.
Just to clear out. 16.
16 hits.
Oh, sweet. 9 damage.
And that's on the one that just attacked you.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the ones that just attacked you. Perfect. Okay.
I'm gonna do another attack. Is this as disadvantage as well, or is it just the first one?
just the first one. Just the first attack.
Perfect. I got 18.
18 hits. Yep.
And 11 damage.
Oof. Same wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Action Surge to do Second Wind.
Ah, crap. Yep.
To give myself D10 plus 5 health back.
Okay. That's you finished?
I'm going to while I'm doing that, I don't know if I can. Can I recognize the person, the stranger? Like, can I can I do like an insight check or something like, or a perception check, just to kind of like recognize something that maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna, because I wouldn't say perception, because they're it's dark, they're far away, and they're covered, so that's all you're going to perceive. But that emotional connection that you have, as terrifying as it is, yes, I'm going to let you roll insight just to see what you might be able to discern. Yeah, Kate, sorry.
I was just going to say, did you just use Action Surge to take a second wind?
Second wind is a bonus action, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Apologies.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I didn't do
Good.
Action
Sorry.
Surge. Sorry, just a second.
Cool.
Look at me not paying attention to the rules.
I've been so proud of you lately.
On a D8 dungeon stream?
We got
Yeah.
14 on insight.
14 on the insight.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question, because 14 is not enough.
Okay.
It's, you have your fingertips at the edge of the opening, and that's what the 14 gets you. There's this, like, you feel the connection, because it is working both ways. Your connection to what you call sin and this entity. As much as it is sort of overwhelming you can push through, but a 14 isn't enough. You can take a point of fraying, and that will push the 14 to an automatic success.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Okay. Paul, on to my shenanigans. Okay, that's it. Yeah, Dax, it's in the brutal swings of your sword. Like as you bring steel against the Mirewolf, your eyes are focused on that person, that shadow, that stranger in the distance. Your body acts on its own. Your body acts in pure muscle memory. And when a Mirewolf kind of lashes out, it is the butt of your sword's hilt that it finds, and you're able to press down and then swing out violently against the Mirewolf in front of you. Chernos.
Sorry, one thing.
Yep.
I just want to do unwavering mark on it as well.
Okay.
Yep. Get disadvantage.
It gets disadvantage.
If it attacks someone else other than
Okay. Oh no, don't worry. I'm trying to kill you.
I know. I just want to make sure.
I just want to make sure.
All right. How many direwolf or mire wolves are between myself and Maliki?
Between yourself and Maliki, there's you and Griblina and Yanara are close together in that sort of pack, we'll say, in this group. There's a mirewolf. Sorry, you're not. Yanara teleported. Yanara teleported deeper, slightly 10 feet deeper into the woods. There are 2 mirewolves on Yi, and there are 2 mirewolves near Maliki and Dax. There's that 5th one that's being. Oh, no, that was consumed. Yeah. There's 2 and 2.
Okay. So I would essentially be inviting up to 4 opportunity attacks if I tried to get to him.
Yes. Yeah.
Worth it.
You also don't provoke an opportunity attack when you teleport when you're moved without losing room, for example. You don't. Okay, to make the one before the creature leaves your reach. Okay. Well, see you on the other side, Maliki. I am going to attack the Mirewolf. I think I attacked last time with my Warhammer once again.
Yeah. This is the one that's attacking you.
Do a 2-handed attack on that. Oh. Did I roll damage? No, I didn't.
Yeah, you rolled.
Sorry about that. Okay. That is a 26 to hit.
26 to hit, yeah.
Perfect. And then that damage that I rolled. 5. And then I have a feature that when I take an attack, I can do it again.
Now your audio, David, has dropped slightly. It just sounds muffled.
How's that?
Better, yeah, way better.
Okay. And then extra attack. So I'm gonna attack twice.
What was the damage on the first one?
5.
5. Okay.
And that will be a 24 to hit.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
And that'll be an 8.
Okay. Just doing some math. Ooh, okay. Yep. Any bonus actions?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to command my direwolf to make that original Mirewolf is still standing.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And I will use a bonus action for my Steel Defender to make an attack, which is hard hit. Uh, 16
to hit.
Yep.
16 hits.
Sorry, they don't have a convenient way to roll for his attacks. And my proficiency bonus, that'll be a 6 of damage.
Okay, and that's on the same one that you were attacking a second ago.
Yeah.
It's looking weakened. It's looking more worse for wear as you bring your Warhammer down and then down again. As that second blow strikes, we see the Steel Defender just sort of mimic the actions, the mannerisms, the attack. Its jaw opens and there is a screech of metal as it buries its sharpened razor teeth into the throat of the Mirewolf. And it yanks hard. Your eyes fall on Maliki. Maliki, I need you to roll for death saves.
Okay. Maliki makes his roll. Here we go. 15.
Yay.
You you can taste metal, Maliki. There is this burnt copper taste that clings to your teeth. Your throat is parched.
Oh no. Oh no.
And as your vision begins to clear and you open your eyes, you can see yourself. You can see Dax and Grablina, Chernos, Yanara, the mirewolves. You can see the thick of black trees just sticking out of the ground. In the distance, you see the edge of the cave and the figure. You're hovering over yourself.
Oh. Well, that's it then. Done for.
You see a smile widen on your face below, and the eyes open.
What the fuck?
Maliki,
Aye.
do you want to know what happens if you die here and now? I can show you that path. I can show you the candle that sputters almost lifelessly in the tower in the Emberlight Guild Hall. I can show you the handful of mourners with dry eyes whispering your name. A name that falls on the wind and is forgotten like dust.
Well, if you're trying to scare me, I know well there's nobody who's going to mourn me. That's not news. Can you be helpful?
I could show you another path, another choice. One where they may not mourn you, but they will respect you and fear you.
That's awfully tempting.
There's something I want, Maliki.
What's that?
And everything goes dark. Grablina, it is your action.
All right. So, are there wolves between me and the figure?
As in my wolves and the normal wolves? Yes. Yeah. There are 3 normal wolves. We call them forest wolves, 3 forest wolves. And then there are 4 mire wolves left. There are 2 in your immediate vicinity. You and Chernos have 2 in front of you. Dax is beset by the other 2.
Okay. I'm going to shout to the figure. Are these mire wolves yours too?
Where is the boy?
Okay, I'm gonna cast Fireball on the mire wolves near Dax. To avoid Dax himself.
Okay.
That is a Dex save for the wolves.
Did you say firebolt or fireball?
Fireball.
Okay, just checking. I was like, I don't think firebolt's a deck save. Okay.
Please, no, not that one.
Maybe, I don't know.
1 moment, please. I am struggling to find it. There it is. All right. So that'll be a Dex save against
That's a dirty 20.
16. Ah, you did well.
Mm,
So I'm going to go ahead and roll damage, and you can take half.
okay.
Please add those up. 32 divided by 2 is 16 a
Okay.
piece. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to snap the fingers of my right hand and deal 1d12 damage to the figure.
Sorry?
It's Witch Bolt, Declan. Even if you miss with the attack, you can, for the duration of the concentration, deal 1d12 damage as a bonus action to the target.
That's right. They
As long
changed it in
as-
2024.
As long as they stay within line of
Right.
sight, not line
Okay.
of sight, range.
Okay. That's class.
That's sick. Yeah, they buffed Witch Bolt in 2024. That's so good, Kate.
And that's
Yeah.
the end of my turn.
Did you roll your d12?
Oh, I should probably roll that damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just save it. It's fine.
Sorry. Okay, it's just a 1. We're warming up, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not so much like you take your pinky finger and you twist it back, and there is just a cracking sound as the joint pops, and immediately as you yelp, there is this crackling of energy around that shadowy figure's hand. They pull back. It's as if they've just been shocked by something, caught unaware. Yanara, you are 10 feet behind you. Give me a perception check.
I will, of course. Ooh, 23.
As you sort of, sorry, I always see teleporting as bamf, but as you sort of bamf backwards, you in front of you, you see Chernos and Grubigna, the Marwolves in front of them. Off in the distance, in the direction which he had come running, you see movement. It's not a person, but you just see 2 tall trees collapse forward.
Is this behind the figure?
Behind the figure and to the west, to the east, sorry, from where you're looking at.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh fuck. Does this feel like what I saw from the little pocket dimension, the rope trick room? Does this feel similar to what we saw happening with the world? Like the shifting?
Possibly, but that happened as one sort of wide sweep. It wasn't a little bit
Localized.
These are 2 trees that have just collapsed. in the
Okay.
distance.
Yanara is stressed. Well, Dahi is stressed. I think Yanara says we might have more issues coming from the west. Are we digging our heels or are we running?
How many of us are down?
1.
Just
Wait.
Malak.
Oh, well, just him.
How healthy are these mire wolves looking?
Out of the 4, 1 is untouched.
Okay.
The other 3 are 2 are not looking the best. The one that you are wailing on Chernos with your Warhammer and your Shield Defender is going after isn't looking that great, and neither is the one of the 2 that Dax is fighting. The one
And
the other one that is between you and Griblina is untouched.
And how far off is the forest wolves?
They're on top of them. So they're
they're here right now.
Yes,
Okay.
They tore one of the Mirewolves to pieces.
Okay, I think if I'm trying to weigh up whether I heal Maliki or try to deal with these wolves, but I think I'm going to send Aika around the group so that she can sort of see the wolves, and like I'm trying to like bring her around to the side of the group of all of the wolves, and from her position I'm going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew, which is a 30-foot line, 5-foot like radius, so I can try and hit as many of them as possible, so they all need to make dex saves, however many of them I can hit.
So you can hit the 2. You could, from where you are right now, you could hit the 2 that are on top of Dax, or you could go for the 2 that are on Griblina and Chernos. You actually, because you're acting before the other wolves, you won't hit the forest wolves.
Okay. So
They haven't moved effectively.
yeah. It's just to kind of sort of like I want to hit as many of them as I can with it, because I can fire it from, like Aika can fly around and fire it from her position. Because it is, if they fail, they continue to take damage unless they use their action to roll it off. Is kind of,
so you can either hit the 3 forest wolves. So it's just the way they're currently positioned.
Okay.
You can hit the 3 of them, or you can hit the one of the 2 sets of Mirewolves.
Oh, maybe it's just a good idea to get our boy up and maybe try to run next turn. So I'm going to send Aika to Dax. So Aika is going to be beside Dax, and then I'm going to cast fuck it, we're going to hit the ones near Dax. I'm going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew on those.
Okay.
So they both need to make dex saves DC 15.
It's a 21.
Rude.
And a 16.
Well, rude. Okay, great. That's fun and definitely not terrible. I don't know if I have anything really else to do, except when I end my turn, I can command Aika to attack. So Aika gets a separate turn and has a turn after mine. So she gets a magic bond, force strike.
Have you described Aika to us yet?
Sorry, I will. So I've not been very descriptive with Yanara. So Yanara is commanding all of her spells from a little paintbrush and basically like a piece of paper. She like draws her spells and wills them to life in ink. As she commands Aika, she draws lines of ink in the air for her position, and this little hummingbird made of paper, this little origami hummingbird, flits around the group and towards Dax's side. And as Yanara flicks a spell together, runes light up on all over Aika's body, and a sickly green deluge like spurts out to cast her spell. Aika gets an ability called Force Strike as well, so it makes a ranged attack or a melee attack, but it's just going to, these runes again are just going to pulse at the wolf as it attacks it, the one near Dax. So it is a range, or it is a melee spell attack, or a melee, I use my spell attack modifier, so I have to do that. I'm just going to roll a random like spell attack that I have. How do you do that on D8? This D&D Beyond. I'm just gonna roll a d20 and I'll add my spell attack bonus to it. It's dirty 20.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
Cool. And she deals some damage. I do wish that there was a little button on my companion sheet to do this. This is just like your
Same.
your servant, your defender. It is 1d6 plus the spells. Oh wait. Your spell attack modifier. 1d6 plus the spell's level force damage. What? Oh, the homunculus spell. It's a level 2 spell. So that's not very clear. Sorry. That is going to be 8 points of damage. 8 points of force damage.
Okay. Both of the mirewolves that are on Dax are now looking a little worse for wear. In this moment, Yanara, as Aika sort of just kind of shoots between the trees and hovers over Dax, there is, as you paint the spell, the magic, you feel it welling up inside and you see it across the page and paper, but there's a hesitance in you. Is this the right spell? Is this the right moment? As your eyes fall on Maliki, who's lying unconscious next to a burnt, collapsed tree and the body of a mirewolf. It is, and I skipped, so the wolves are going to go for, that's an at 1. Grina, you get a free action on the mirewolf that was about to attack you.
Okay.
It does, like, it literally, it lunges straight at you, and you, like, it thought you were a child, and when it sees you, it is terrified.
It's a common mistake. I will use True Strike to attack it with my dagger. So that is a spell attack. Give me one moment to find one. Here's one. Intelligence-based spell attack.
True Strike is a cantrip, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So 22 to hit.
That's going to hit.
And then we're going to do 1d6 plus 5 plus 1d4.
Holy crap.
7 and 3, so 10.
10. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not even, and like, this is with your dagger that you're lashing out with it. The dagger is quite blunt.
I use it for hacking at things.
Trees, rocks, people who are asleep. You jab, and it catches the mirewolf kind of on its muzzle. It's made of bark. It's made of rotting bog oak, and you actually feel it squelch as you press the blade into it, and then there is just a spurt of blood as it pulls back in a yelp of pain. And then Chernos, the one that you are attacking, is going to lash out at your steel defender. And that is a 13 to hit.
Miss.
And a nat 20 on the second one.
That hits.
You can impose disadvantage though, right? Because it's a new round.
No, it's only on others. The defender imposes disadvantage on the attack roll of one creature it can see. It provided the attack roll is against a creature other than the defender. Yeah.
So and no, I didn't even read that. Okay, so that's going to be... Okay, so it's 15. It's 20. So it's 15 piercing damage and 6 necrotic damage automatically. And then another 2 necrotic damage. And then a 9. And another 9 piercing damage. So that's 24 piercing damage. And what did I say? 9 necrotic.
Sorry, so how much is that? I lost track.
It's 33 in total.
Jesus Christ, Declan.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great, does it?
Well,
that puts her out of commission.
Okay. The Mirewolf, like, with the Seal Defender like wrapped, like it's her teeth are buried into it. The side of its head opens up and teeth form, and you see it in the same way you watched the you watched it try, and it engulfed its packmate, gorging itself on it and healing itself. It attempts to do the same thing to the Seal Defender. It tries to consume it. It tries to pull it in. Where it is touched by this creeping darkness, you see all across the plate metal rust, tarnish, and some of the metal snaps, and the magic, the energy, and the light inside the Seal Defender is quenched, and it collapses into a heap of metal. That's them. With this, there is a whistling sound coming from the stranger in near the cave, and you just hear, "To me, they do not have him. We have to protect him." And the figure turns to run in the opposite direction.
The opposite direction from us, or whatever's
Yes.
moving in the forest?
The opposite, so in that direction. Yeah. So it's moving the direction of where Yanara pointed out the trees were collapsing. The wolves, because they're going to up and leave you, and they're not in range of anything because they didn't get to attack anything on this turn. They go for it.
Do those retreating wolves initiate any opportunity attacks from the Mire
wolves?
Oh,
I mean, they could use the disengage action technically. Yeah, rules lawyering. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shush, Davey.
Yeah, no, they're going to, because they're following a command. They're following an order, which is to come to the person who's controlling them. They're going to kind of slink out of the way. They're wolves. It's of no trouble to them to try and avoid the Mire. And anyway, the Mire wolves are so focused on ye.
Jesus. Well, yeah.
That the wolves turn to run. The stranger won't clear your eyesight. Won't disappear until the next turn. And that takes us to the Dax. It takes us to the wolves that are attacking you.
Sweet.
Okay, so a 10 I know is not going to hit on the first attack. And an 11 won't hit on the second attack, will it? No.
Nope.
So the first Marewolf does absolutely nothing. 12 doesn't do anything. And a 7 doesn't do... What the shit were those rolls?
Good.
The pair of wolves are on you. And you watch as Griblina Chernos hold their own against them, and you see the Steel Defender collapse. You hear the whistle from the stranger. You feel her panic. You feel their worry. You feel that guilt racing through them. The wolves are on you, and you hold the longsword up and out in front of you to protect yourself, pushing them back. One you give a hard kick to, just to kind of keep it at bay, and it is your action.
So just, are they running in the direction that we came from?
Originally, yes.
Okay. While Dax is kind of holding these things off with shield and sword, he's going to shout, Colleen, just to see if they'll turn back. I know that they won't do it until they're actually there. It is Colleen, isn't it?
Callan is what I call him.
Callan.
Callan, yeah.
Callan, like, is going to shout Callan, which goes, and be like, we're trying to protect the boy too. And then I'm going to just try and absolutely destroy these direwolves.
Destruction.
I rolled just to see, and no, you. It's something like as you call out to them, and you get a sense as you shout the name, and it's that sort of I don't know if this is Callan. There's a brief moment, Dax. You sense they recognize the name. But a name is just that, and it means nothing now. And Callan continues for the tree line.
Okay.
Callan does. It is Callan.
Well, Dax knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
And you are going to hear Dax calling out, like shouting out to Callan.
I kind of had a feeling because I also know that I have a story about her as well. So. So I'm going to attack the direwolf. 17.
Yep. Poor direwolves.
9.
Yeah, I forgot I could do a thing on my turn, but it's fine. I'll just be really upset at myself.
16.
At the suffering silence.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot one of them could have used its action to consume the other and heal itself.
7.
7 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. It's still up. Like if you're wailing on the same direwolf again, it's still standing. Now it is like chunks of earth and rock and fur and flesh. You have hacked at it. You see its legs tremble underneath it. It's struggling to hold itself up. Blood is seeping from its mouth. The other direwolf is trying to sort of flank, trying to sort of circle you.
Going to use action surge now to try attack again.
Okay.
I got a 20. Not 20.
A nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
12 damage plus.
what's the normal? So it's you roll a d12.
1d8 plus 4.
So that's 12 damage flat, and then you roll the d8 plus 4 again now.
So 11. So 23.
Tell me how you tear this direwolf to pieces.
I think Dax is just literally going to, because he's got a huge big shield, he's just going to, when it's kind of trembling after his initial attacks, he's just going to just slam the edge of the shield down onto us, just kind of trying to break its neck, and then just swinging for the other one as quickly as possible.
There is a crack, but it doesn't sound like bone. It sounds like timber. It sounds like wood snapping, like someone's grabbed a branch and twisted it too quickly. And as you bring the shield down on top of it, you see a moment, Dax, where part of this thing kind of lashes out. It lunges. It tries to climb. You see this creeping dark try to pull on the shield, and it's dead at your feet.
And then can I attack the other?
Yes,
one?
you can. Yep.
Yeah, so go. I got a 10 altogether.
10 wanted.
Yeah, and then I'm going to. Sorry, bonus action. I'll do second wind to recoup some health, but I'm also going to do tactical shift, which means I can move 17 feet without giving an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And I'm going to go towards Malik.
Okay, you're moving towards Maliki to try and, on your next turn, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Again, it's you swing, but it's more to try to put distance between you and the direwolf. The flat of your blade kind of finds it, but the edge doesn't, and the direwolf is sort of knocked. You take that opportunity to sort of take a half a step, swinging backwards, and a couple of steps back, the heel of your boot finds Maliki's, leg, and you are just kind of hovering over him. Chernos.
I think when my steel defender goes down, I kind of rage out a little bit. But kind of looking at Yanara and Griblina kind of doing all right, and looking at Maliki not doing so good. How do spells work in these new rules? Can I cast Misty Step and then Cure Wounds? Can I
No.
Misty Step to him and Cure Wounds? No.
I think the spell rules are the same. Like the spell economy rules are the same. The only way you can
Okay.
cast 2 spells in one go is if you like have an action surge, basically, and do like
Okay.
action.
And actually, action surge explicitly says that it cannot be used for the magic action.
Ah.
Okay.
Quicken
Well,
spell. I think
Misty Step
sorcerers.
is a bonus action.
Sorcerer stuff.
Yeah. Misty Step is your bonus action.
Like, so if I Misty Step as a bonus action, I can't cast.
No.
Cure Wounds, no.
Okay. Well, get wrecked, Maliki.
Thanks. Thank you,
We're all
Chernos.
like, we'll get him next turn or something. I don't know.
All
I'm
right.
helping.
Yeah, Dax is
So-
doing something. Dax is helping.
In that case, then I'm still bellowing with rage, and I kind of swing my hammer again, and this time as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Branding Smite. And the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, I deal an extra 2d6. So I'm going to give him a whack. And that is a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
God damn. And
Oh, your audio's gone again.
and
Oh, it's gone.
14 again.
Okay, yeah, no, it does not hit.
God damn. You're really cool.
You, and this was with your Warhammer again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I go so far as to say, Chernos, you do actually, your hammer finds its back, but on the first blow, it isn't flesh or fur, it isn't earth or timber. You hear the ringing of steel as part of the steel defender's plate mail has been affixed to the back of a mirewolf. Bonus actions.
I already cast it, so that's my
Okay.
turn.
Maliki, death save. Can somebody remind me the next time as well? And I'm not changing it now. I want to try not letting you roll your own death saves, and I roll them for you from now on.
Sure.
I forgot that. I'm doing that going forward in my campaigns, but I didn't do it for the first one. Aiden, so roll away.
Okay. Let's see how we go. Where's my dice counted? Right. Malachi's roll for his death save. 19.
Okay.
Okay. So despite the lack of help coming his way, Malachi is
Pushing through. There's in the dark. You can hear somebody. Shh. I told you to be quiet already. We are tracking mirewolves. You do not want them to get your scent. Or it is their teeth around your throat that you will find, kindling. You, Brick. Scout ahead. Oh, it's part of your training. You hear a howl, a scream, followed by a roar. Run! Run! Save yourselves! Mumbling cries, deep breaths, and you see in the dark, Malachi, a man slumped low on his belly against a rock, trying to smother his cries and his panic. And his eyes meet yours.
Shit, he didn't see me.
I made a choice. I chose to save myself. Grublina, your action.
My action. So there are 2 dire wolves
In your presence. Yep.
in my presence.
Yep.
Any still following Dax?
There is one.
Okay.
So out of the 7 mirewolves that you've encountered, 4 are dead.
4 dead. I am going to cast sleep on the 2 nearest me and Chernosh.
Okay.
And so I will need from you a wisdom save DC 16 for those 2 wolves.
Crap, I forgot it's not the H. I always forget it's not the HP thing now. That's a 9.
Okay, so they are incapacitated right now. They will get 1 more save at the end of next turn.
Okay.
And at which point, if they fail that save, they're unconscious for a minute.
Okay.
And in doing this, I dropped concentration on the other. Not like it was doing me any good.
On the witch bolt.
Yes.
Okay. What does it look like as Grublina casts sleep outwards on the mirewolves?
Riblina hates casting sleep because no matter how she tries, it comes out as a cloud of pink dust. And this is something that she finds incredibly embarrassing and people wouldn't look at. And then she's going to go run over to Malachi and get out her healing kit.
Okay. You are, again, it's that thing of you're just waving your hands. You're like it is just, you don't, and to anyone looking, you don't know if it's that this is what Grublina is casting, or is she trying to make it go away? This ephemeral pink cloud of dust. And in that moment, she scuttles and scurries across the forest floor towards Malachi, reaching into the shoulder bag on her side and just rummaging for her healer's kit. Do you want to make a medicine check for me?
I will give it a shot. I am not very medical. I did a bad job.
Okay.
Let's just pretend that never happened.
What was the bad job?
It was 4.
Okay, that's fine. Like, I thought you meant like you rolled a nat 1 and you've tried to, like, what's that thing where they give you, is it a tracheotomy? Where they...
Tracheotomy.
I put a tourniquet on his neck.
Yeah.
If Malachi wakes up, he's going to have so many grudges.
you're like, it's the, you have a salve, you start putting a salve on him. You're like, that isn't that what they do? Isn't that what they need? These people.
It looks medical.
Yes.
I don't care.
It's the equivalent of like Vaseline. So any open wounds you have are, closed for now, but they're going to sting when you wake up. Yanara is your action. Does Ica follow Dax or?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Ica's gonna follow Dax. Ica's gonna basically whatever Dax is fighting, Ica's fighting. So I think seeing the thing run away and seeing that we just need everybody, like, we're not in danger of getting lightning bolted right now anymore by the looks of it. Yanara is going to she just, when she casts spells, they like, it's pieces of paper that like dissipate as she casts them, so she just pulls another one, and she just kind of says, well, I think it's about time you get up now, and I'm going to cast Healing Word on our downed Maliki, and the healing word is get up. I think it's about time you get up. Get up. And I'm going to cast it.
All right.
Let's cast that. Wait, I realize how this thing works. Level 1. Oh, I have to click the thing. Sorry. That is going to be not a lot, but it's 7 points of healing sent your way.
That is 7 more than I have.
Exactly. So as she tosses the paper, this like her words get infused with this sort of ink that swirl around Maliki and get it back up. And she's going to actually join Dax in fighting the other wolf that's trying to flank. And I'm going to go with my dagger and just start stabbing.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a dagger attack. So that is a 17 to hit.
Yep, that's gonna
And
hit.
he's prone, so you have advantage.
Oh,
No, I'm
true.
lying. It's
No,
Maliki.
it's it's
An advantage and you'll hit critical.
I run over and I just kill Maliki after healing him.
get up so I can kill you myself.
Get up.
He deserves it for so many things.
So it's going to be 6 damage, and on the first attack, because the dagger has the nick quality, which allows you to take the second offhand attack and attack with it in the main hand. That's a natural 1. So I miss. And I'm definitely going to not regret that at all.
No, yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Don't worry, I rolled a nat 1 back, so it just cancels out.
We're 2 queens flopping sensationally.
Yeah.
And I will pass my turn and allow Aika to do a spell attack then.
Yeah, you jab, like you stab into, like you just go running, as you shout at Maliki to get up, and the magic just explodes out of the paper. You have your dagger in hand and you charge into the Mirewolf next to Dax. Your first attack finds its ribs, and you feel the grit of stone. And as you pull the dagger out and you lunge again, the Mirewolf sort of jumps into a half turn. You leave yourself open. Its mouth snaps shut, and there is a moment where it feels like it should have got you.
Mm.
His turn.
Weird. So how just for me, how much did I have to move to get to that? Would I have to use like my full 30 feet? Or
You would
like
have,
half?
yeah, because you had teleported
Yeah.
the 10 feet back,
Just
and
checking.
then Dax is on the other side of all this. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. That's perfect. I will then. Aika gets to attack, so that's a 10 to hit. So I doubt it.
No, it does not.
Sure, that's it.
Okay. And again, Ica kind of just flits towards it, and magic conjures up around it. It bounces off of the Mirewolf. And in that, the two Mirewolves. Oh, so it's just one attack. They roll their wisdom save again at the end of this turn, or at the end of your turn, Kate?
It is at the end of a turn. No, that is shield. I am terribly sorry.
No, you're okay. I'm gonna roll for the attack on the first one anyway. Against.
Okay.
Actually, no. It's gonna go for Yanara. It's not gonna go for Dax.
Until the end of its next turn.
Okay, so
which
at the
point
end
it
of
makes
this,
the save.
okay, I'll roll for that at this time. Yanara, yeah, it lashes out with its claws, like it just it kind of goes back on its legs and immediately brings its claws down on you, and that's a 20 to hit, but it's a dirty 20. And then that is 5 slashing damage, and there's no other Mirewolf within 5 feet of it, so it's fine. and then it's just going to try and bite you. And that's a nat 20 to bite. So it's 20. Well, it's just in case it matters. It's 15 piercing damage plus 6 necrotic. So it's 24 damage.
Total?
No, it's 28. 37. 38.
I'm more than down.
Okay.
So that's another 10. So I would go to I'm down.
Okay. 38 damage in total. It's that moment where you're kind of thrown as Maliki, as you come to your senses, as you feel air fill your lungs and you cough blood. It's a strange feeling you have as your eyes open. It's like this has happened before.
Oh.
Or what are the chances of that? And you, hearing Inara's words echo in your ear and the magic dwell inside you, you look over and you see them just collapse as a mirewolf brings her down by the arm and just starts to rip and tear into her like they're a rag doll. That's that. And the other two are down, so that they're going to make their wisdom saves. That is a 15.
16. So they're asleep. Leave those guys alone. Go kill that one.
Okay. I mean, why did I say okay? I'm not saying okay to that.
I'm giving you orders.
Okay. Dax, it is your turn.
Yeah.
You see, this thing has Yanara. Like it has their arm in your mouth. In its mouth. You're not your mouth. Its mouth.
Yeah, I think Dax is just going to attack it. I was going to grab it, but it's probably just better just to attack it. 16.
Okay. Six, yeah.
6 damage.
Okay. It's still up.
And 17.
Yeah, 17's gonna hit.
And that is an 11.
11 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me how this one goes down.
Oh, I think if it's still got like, I don't know how I'm gonna get, because I really just want to cleave this thing in half and then just pull it apart. Which I think Dax is just gonna cleave it in half and then just grab its jaw and essentially break its break its jaw open to unclasp. Which is oh my god, why did your name just disappear out of my
Inara.
Inara, yeah. Just unclasp Inara as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's the you just rake your longsword across this thing, and there is just this huge gash that opens, and you see the light in its eyes dim, and immediately, just dropping the longsword, you grab its muzzle, pulling with your hands. It's like tearing into the earth. It's like ripping into soil. You can hear the snapping of roots and flesh. There is a gargled scream of pain. And it drops like a clod of dirt. That is where we're going to take a break.
Whew.
Cool.
As Maliki gets to his feet, Chernos, you hold the pieces of your steel defender. Griblina is is still currently lathering your shin, Maliki, in this pungent ointment. And
Let go of that guy as quickly as possible.
Okay, right. You
He's
let go.
up.
He's
I
up.
hate him.
Okay, he's up. You've healed him. You're gonna. Dax, you go to scoop Yanara out and away from this creature. that is where we're going to take our quick break. Before I do, I shared the link to the D8 Dungeon Drive Expression of Interest form. If you've not signed up, we would love to see you there this year from the 28th to the 30th of August. We're looking for game masters, we're looking for players, we're looking for volunteers. We're also looking for combatants. So if you want to represent Europe, or you want to represent Australia, or you want to represent your country in a PvP tournament for glory, honor, and a trophy, then click the link in the form. I'll try and drop it again during the break. We're going to take it's 20 to. We'll be back 5 minutes. We'll back at the 45. That gives us a 7-minute break. Right. I'm going to try and press the right button. See you all in 7 minutes. I pressed it. And we are back. If you're still here, thanks for sticking around. And if you're just joining us, we've been fighting some terrifying wolves, and a stranger who threw lightning, and then normal wolves, and there's something else. But with 5 of the mire wolves dispatched, 3 of the forest wolves pulled back by the mysterious stranger, there are 2 lying unconscious, Chernos, at your feet. What are you doing?
So the one that was attacking me and my steel defender, I am going to smash it with my my hammer. I already rolled with advantage because they're unconscious.
Oh, I'm not even gonna
Then-
make you roll for this stuff. This is purely narrative.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So branding smite, my hammer is pulsating with arcane energy, and I'm just going to lay it down on one's head. And do you want a damage roll or
Nope. This is there. This is purely just the story.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll kind of still stick with the rules, and I'll smash its head in, and then I'll do the same to the other one with my second attack.
Okay. So you're just using your hammer to just wail on the mirewolves.
Yeah.
Okay. Maliki, it's the sound that sort of draws your attention. And you look over and you see Chernos just swinging a hammer over his head and down on top of a mirewolf. And then as blood and stagnant water and muck spray and catch up on him, you see him again. It's like watching the repetitive swing of a woodsman with an axe, just hacking and chopping at a log. There's a mechanical process to Chernos and his swings with this.
So Maliki has stood up and is in a daze. Like, he was taken out by that lightning bolt, didn't even know it was coming. He's just looking around, shocked. He sees Chernos and he sees other wolves are down. Yanara is down, and he's just looking around going, What happened? Where? How? Why? What? Weapon? I need a weapon. Where's my weapon? And he summons his blade and looks around, but it's just, what are we doing? Where are they?
Chernos growls again. You're on your face again.
And Maliki then takes up Meager. He's like Yanara's beside him. He heard Yanara cast a spell. Griblin is beside him. Dax came over to nearby, and Chernos is over there. Okay. Thanks for your help there, Chernos. Really appreciate it.
Chernos is still just bludgeoning.
Maliki, as you kind of chip back at Chernos, there's a the sword in your hand. When you look down at it, it's not yours. It is it's decadent. The hilt is a spiraling twist of silver metal that corkscrews into this twisted, sharpened, glistening piece of steel. It's a rapier. You've seen it before. It's Javier's.
Oh. Maliki's just looking down. He's going like, What the fuck is this? And like, this would have appeared out of nowhere. So he's like, that's what? And he's just like holding it out in front of him, going like, what the fuck is happening? And he's going to concentrate really hard on turning it back into his own sword.
In this moment, as you fixate and you try and push, it's I want my sword. This isn't mine. This isn't mine. And it's you're almost trying to let it go, trying to get it out of your hand. You hear something. It's like a whisper. No. It's like you're trying to remember something. words, the lyrics of a song, and you cast Bardic Inspiration at Griblina.
Thank you.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Gablina,
Thank
this
you
fucking your
very
doing.
much for the assistance, but stop.
Yeah, it is just you just hear the singing, and you can hear Malachi singing in your ear, but he's not singing out loud. But you can hear him singing. You can hear this, and it's a ditty. It's kind of like a limerick, and it's quite crass.
Malachi doesn't
That's
fucking
not the
sing.
problem. The problem is that it's Malachi.
Trust me, I
When
wouldn't be
did
helping you
you-
voluntarily.
When did you learn to do that silently?
Learn to do what? I have no fucking clue what's happening here.
All right, that's good. We're back to state normal. Yanara, though, needs help, so I'm going to move to her. And her whole right arm is mangled. It's a mess. This medicine kit is not going to do me any good, so I'm going to look around and kind of put my back to everyone as I kneel over her. And I'm going to take off my glove. I keep it on all the time. It's full of mucus. It's disgusting. My hands are gross. But I kind of touch her shoulder with it. And there's a little bit of light, which is very annoying. It really draws attention to things. And she's starting to grow back together. And I leave my hand there as little as possible. I don't want people looking at me, but I think she'll get better.
Dax, you watch Griblina tend to Yanara as Malachi sort of half stumbles around the site of the battle. What's Dax doing?
Dax is going to walk over to Malachi and just put his hand on his shoulder, just hand him the potion of healing. And he just says, "Drink this, we still have much to do." And then turns away towards the mirewolves. And he kneels down beside I guess the dust of the one that got lightning
Incinerated?
bolted. Yeah. And he's essentially just going to kneel and kind of touch the remains of it. And he's just going to close his eyes, and he's going to try and turn away from everybody, so he kind of hides the fact that he's doing this little prayer thing. I don't know if people want to try and see what's going on. But to Dax, he just essentially concentrates, and out of the dust or out of the remains, essentially this wisp of black and white light, this tiny little like droplet, essentially just comes out, and he just essentially eats it, and he goes to the next one, and he keeps just doing that to the 7 mirewolves.
Give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Cool. That is 22.
It is never a comfortable sensation, but it is one that you have become numb to. There's so much twisted inside these creatures. You don't know if that's the lasting dark. You don't know if that is something what they were before. But they quieten as you take the dark, the sin, onto yourself. And Yanara, your body feels cold. Energized It's like you've taken a cold plunge, but you feel this sort of layer on you. Your eyes dart open, and you see Grublina just sort of scowling at you.
I think while Grublina was tending to Yanara, and even like before she woke, the only thing that was witnessing Grublina's medicine was Aika, who was sitting on Yanara's chest, just waiting for her master to wake up. And I think seeing Grublina's scowling face so close to me and the cold plunge feeling, she just kind of starts with a kind of like a Grublina, thank you for you.
Nothing happened.
Right. Well, apologies for my recklessness. I appreciate that you're all here. She starts herself up, and she's sitting sort of next to Grublina, kind of wondering at the layer of whatever's on her. The boy, we can know where he is. He has a map, correct?
He should, unless it fell away, or he threw it away, or someone took it from him, or someone took him away from it. We should move fast.
I agree. I'm gonna pull out the Adventures Atlas and see if I can see where he is.
The map hasn't moved.
Okay. Position is legible maps.
I should have said as well, Maliki, if you're drinking that healing potion, you get the full benefits of it. You don't have to roll for it at all.
Great. Just as Maliki takes that, he will turn to Dax and like make a point of going, I owe you one. I owe you.
Dax.
Look.
No. Don't worry about it.
No. How much hit points do I awake with?
I believe I can give, one moment please, 6.
Okay.
So you'll need something else too.
Yeah. We do need to move quickly. I can help us move quietly if we need that, but resources are spending fast.
While this is happening, I was just reading up on my Steel Defender. So if it died within the last hour, I can use my Smith's tools as an action to revive it, provided I'm within 5 feet and I expend a spell slot of 1 level or first level or higher, and it returns to life after 1 minute with all its HP restored. While this is happening, can I take that action?
Yes, of course you can. Yeah, I think as everything else is kind of unfurling, and you can hear Yanara trying to plot out what to do next. I think Chernos, this is what you are doing. You are trying to restore and repair the Steel Defender.
Can Dax sense any of the sin around? Is it close or anything like that again?
It's at the edge. It's at the edge of how far you can feel it, and it's all you really sense now is a fleeting sense of shame.
Is that the okay? And I can't sense the other one, the greed and gluttony one. Okay, Dax. Whatever. We just need to move as quickly as possible towards Pip.
I agree. Do we have any more healing?
Who needs the heal? You know.
Me. I'm at 6 out of 33.
I think as I land my warhammer, because I like to imagine my warhammer as almost like my smith hammer, just enlarged. So I smack the Steel Defender with it, and the magic kind of spirals through it. It starts collecting itself over the next minute. I just I'll call over to Yanara and say, Yanara, come here. And if you are so inclined and you
She's
come to me,
amenable.
I grab your arm and I take a look at it, and I will place my prosthetic hand on it and cast Cure Wounds.
Thank you. Okay.
Yay!
And that's 13 HP. So little wire filigrees kind of stitch you up into your flesh and close up your wounds.
Didn't catch the end of that.
Oh,
Sorry.
It stitches everything up, closes up the wound. I'm just wondering how hurt is everybody looking right now after 13 HP goes back?
I'm like a little over half.
Little over half. And how hurt is everybody else right now?
I'm missing 3 HP.
I'm fine.
I'm missing a bit, but Maliki can take care of himself from here.
Yeah, that's evident. And so Chernos would kind of do the same to everybody. I'm going to cast Aid as well. And that's 5 HP. 5 HP. That also increases your HP maximum by 5. If that does anything.
Nice.
I can't get that.
So I guess, yeah, Dax, you get an extra 2 over what you currently have.
I can't. I've got frayed.
Oh.
So disadvantage of initiative, and I can't get temporary hit points.
Aid is max HP alteration, not temp HP.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Appreciated, Chernos. Now, to the boy. The matter at hand.
Based on our maps, do we see any shortcut to Pip based on his location we can see on there?
No, you literally just have to go back the way you came.
Oh, you said that. Sorry.
And is that it for this area? You're just going to...
I think Yanara would like to spend a little bit of time, maybe that Chernos is like healing and repairing. She just wants to give another cursory glance over to that area where the trees fell and just see if she sees anything more.
There's less in that area. Like, you can see something has obviously gone through that area. But there's nothing more than that. I'm not even going to ask you to roll for perception.
That's fine.
Just because the only reason I had you do it last time is because it kind of caught your attention. It's it looks to be as if something has felled a lot of trees in that area.
Okay.
I'd like to take a quick look at the cave.
Quick look would be running past and looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to stand on the outside, see what I can see and smell.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm not perceptive. This won't.
No, I know. So you can roll for perception, and then, but I assume everybody else, it is you're just retracing your steps. You're going to try and get back to where you left Pip in the burrow tunnel.
Yeah. I got a 22, and let's leave.
Okay. You smell the stench of death, animals, and the faint traces of Javier's cologne, leather that lingers in the straps of like a satchel.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something else, Scriblina. You can, and then you just, Yanara calls to you. Just like, and you see that they're running to the tree line, and Chernos and Dax have already disappeared into it. It's there and it's gone. What was that? There was something else there, something familiar. but Javier, his dead body is inside the cave as you turn to catch up to the others.
All right. How long it'll take us to get there?
Do I know how far?
So the last time you ran, you were running for about 10-15 minutes,
Okay.
maybe a little bit longer, and that was you running at top speed because you were being chased by the Marwolves. That was you trying to clamber and climb over the forest obstacles. But when you were coming here, you didn't know where you were going. This time you do know where you're going.
Cool.
And it's not that you take a shortcut, but you take the familiar path. You look for the things that stand out. With Inara and Chernos sort of guiding, directing, you're all cutting through the forest when all of you hear this howling wail and scream. And then there is a chorus of howling that follows it. And again.
I'm gonna run
and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, double our efforts.
Yeah.
Speedy.
Assuming it's coming from the direction we're going, right?
Yes, it is. It's coming. It's echoing around you all. And as you run, off in the distance to your left, Griblina and Maliki, you catch it. Chernos and Dax to your right, and Yanara a little behind you as you look over your shoulder. In the distance, in the dark, you see dozens of wolves all running in this distance, all running to this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Actual wolves
Forest
or
wolves?
mire wolves?
You don't get the sense because the mirewolves have a stench, but there's also a sort of the howling wouldn't happen because mirewolves are followed by the quiet, or the quiet follows mirewolves. These appear to be forest wolves.
So we know she's there.
And they tried to kill us a bit less than the others did.
They didn't try to kill us at all.
No.
We attacked the stranger. The wolves attacked the mire wolves.
Maliki was asleep.
Yeah. No, don't worry.
Yeah.
Trying to piece it all together.
Yeah, Dax is just gonna be like, I think that's a revenant of Colleen. Callan. I think she may have become a tainted, but I think that her revenge, the sin she's got, is overtaking her. I think she's protecting Pip and trying to take revenge on whatever attacked the group.
When we get there, I'm going straight in the hole.
This wailing of the howling continues, and it starts to bucket rain. Just the clouds tear themselves open and rain crashes down on top of it. And it's fat, heavy bullets of rain. Instinctively, Dax, you listen for the sound and you hear it. You hear the sound of the rain hitting the leaves, the branches, the bark, the wood, the stone, the earth. This is not hushed rain.
Thank God.
Do we know if we're close? Like as we're running, do we know how far we are from the other map?
You're getting there. It's it isn't that it's like a radar where it's pinging.
Yeah.
But it's the, you feel the proximity to your magic and that closeness. You feel you're closing the distance.
Okay.
What is the order? Like, I know I had said, Maliki and Grablina to their left saw packs of wolves, and Chernos and Dax on their right saw more, and Inara saw some behind her. But what is who's leading this? Who's leading this group?
I think
Chernos would want. I think Chernos would be barking orders. I think he'd have the Goliath in the lead. He would want the Goliath to be kind of in there taking the heat first and foremost. And I would imagine Chernos would kind of be in the middle of the pack, trying to keep tabs on all the moving pieces.
Okay. So if Dax at the front, Chernos in the middle.
I think Yanara would be middle to the back of the group,
sort of flanking.
Flanking and plotting the direction of where we go. Okay. And keeping an eye on our flanks.
Maliki as rear guards as last.
And Grablina?
Grablina will be as close to the front as possible.
Okay.
Until people yell at her, at which point she'll step back 1 foot, and then she'll go back up to the front.
Sorry.
I was going to say, I think Dax is essentially positioning himself at the front, but he's positioning himself in which he will be a spearhead. So he'll, if he needs to, he'll crash into the line and make a gap so that Gablina can essentially slip through to get it into the hole.
Okay.
As this line, this spear cuts through the dark woods, the blue pines, Dax, you see the clearing in front of you. There wasn't a clearing, and you see the huge stone, the briars and brambles that twisted around it, the rock sundered, and the smell of earth and blood. Up in front of you, something has torn into the earth, dug ferociously. And they're half sunken into a hole. You see the stranger collapsed. Her breathing is labored.
She's not going to last long. Woman, give us all your information. Where's Pip?
He is here.
Where here?
Leave. Leave.
I'm going to jump in the hole.
Dax is going to take up a position next to the stranger. This
Is
too strong for him to move away from it.
Has Kaland been injured by whatever else was in the woods?
At this, from where you are, you just see what it's just a pile of a person just buried under a cloak and wood and hood, but you do see that there is blood down in the mud around them.
Can
Yanara's gonna
I?
step forward as well?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. You go.
Oh
first.
no, I was just gonna say, can I use false life and then approach her, like false life for myself, just to kind of, protect myself, and then I want to approach her and kind of turn her face to me. And I recognize her as Kalan now. Like,
You'd have to pull back the hood, like she's hooded. Like it's not the only person that knows for certain this is Kalan is Dax, but you've not visually verified that.
right, but I've heard him calling her name.
Her Kalan, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would like to do that.
Okay. You approach, and as you do, Grablina just jumps down into the hole. Yanara and Malaki, what are you doing?
Yeah, sorry. I was going to say Yanara would join Chernos, I think, in approaching Kalan. I think she's... At this point, she knows that they need to find Pip, and she feels a concern. I think she just wants to ask. She's just, like, kind of approaches and crouches to her or them and just kind of says, "We're trying to help the boy. We want to find him. Keep him safe."
Grablina, as you jump down, the figure recoils. Like it kind of shirks itself out of the way, and you see her feet kind of kick and push into the dirt and the muck, and she slips and sort of slides in towards the edge of the hole. They have bundled something in their arms. And with one hand, she just kind of swats at you. Like it's not a... Like it's more kind of trying to shove, trying to lash to keep you at bay. Malaki, what are you doing?
So Malaki was coming last. Grablina and Yanara have gone down the hole.
Nara to the edge, and Dax is kind of taking a defensive stance.
Right, and
standing over the stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, is Dax kind of more focused on the stranger?
Yeah.
Right, in that case, so Malaki kind of comes last up this area. He looks about and he's like, okay, he throws up his hand and he casts dancing lights to illuminate the area. He summons his weapon and he moves just beyond Dax, and while Dax is focused on the stranger, he is going to watch the woods around for movement.
In this moment, Grablina, as the stranger sort of swats you away, trying to push you back, overhead, Chernos, Yanara, and Dax, just half a dozen little lights just bubble up from Malaki's hand as he summons his weapon, and the area around you is illuminated in this glowing luminescence. Malaki, with your attention drawn on your surroundings, your perimeter, while the others tend their attention to the stranger, there are dozens of wolves surrounding me. Forest wolves.
Well, fuck. Dax. Chernos. You seeing this?
Dax is going to pull out his sword and actually just essentially position it over the neck of the stranger, just ready for essentially like an execution blow. Like he's just going to stand there. Like the sin is too much for him to it being this close to sin and not attacking it is incredibly unnatural for him. So like he's really trying to hold off, but he also sees the danger that they're in.
Kalan is a mid-level guild member, right? Like she's been in the guild.
Kalan is a lantern warden.
Yeah.
No, she's a lantern warden. Yeah, she's been here quite some time.
Right. So I think Chernos trying to hopefully call upon her, guild history, hopefully almost like a subconscious uh reflex. I think he's going to kind of shake her and say and like command her to report and hope that maybe she'll say more or debrief what's happening.
Roleplay that for me.
So yeah, while this is happening and while Dax puts his sword to the throat and Yanara's trying to kind of gently coax this information for her, I think I kind of grab her by the face, not hard, but just kind of to try and
You reach down to kind of like
contact
focus.
eyes to eyes, right? And I say, Kalan, I need you to report to the guild.
Two things happen in this moment. Chernos, Yanara, Dax, and Maliki. As Chernos, you reach for the stranger and you pull on the hood, you see a twist of a black horn just over, like it kind of curls over the back of her head. The other horn is broken and splintered. You see matted black purple hair sitting down, wet against her scalp. And as you reach for her face and turn her, you see the right side, her eye. It's not human. It's a wolf's eye, and then there is just this seeping black that drips and paints across her face and down her her right side, across her shoulder. And you see her shoulder is malformed, like the joints don't fit right anymore. The bone's a little too long. She looks at you, Chernos, and there are tears in her eyes. Berblina, as you hear Kalan speak, you catch a glimpse of what she is bundling in her arms inside that cloth. It's an arm. It's just an arm.
How big?
Halfling. They're dead, Chernos. Javier, Brick, Brack, Risa, Pip. I tried to save him. I tried to keep him strong. And you can hear her gargling for breath.
When someone becomes corrupted like this, like to our knowledge, there's no going back. Like they're a revenant, right? They're not them anymore. They're just an echo of themselves. Like this distorted echo almost.
Depends on how far they've gone, but I would say that this is probably the first. Would this be the first stage? Should Dax recognize this as a first stage or a second stage?
Yeah, I'll look up at Dax and say how far gone is she?
Is it a third stage? Because that would be an interesting one.
It's hard to read, Dax. And you don't know if that's because of how close, not to Sin, you are to her. You know Kalan Murkroff. She is a pillar in the Emberlight. Quiet, strong, reliable. But you can sense the Sin. You can sense her. And as you say this, Chernos, to Dax, how far gone is she? She coughs, and there's a little blood. Flecks of black.
Can I cast Spare the Dying on her?
Yep.
I do so.
She spoken like the Moria I know. Dax. Not now. Not yet. Not until I tear the life from her body.
Dax is going to step back and just drop the swords and just collapse to his knees. Like, just heavy breathing, like this is deep programming into his psyche. But this person in front of him is a friend. They were kind to him when he was in the guild. One of the first people to be kind to him. He's essentially just going to shut down. As I said, this is entirely against his nature, but he knows this person so well. And this is such a weird situation. He's never seen this before in a tainted to keep some of their self. He's literally just going to collapse onto the ground and just like shut down.
What's everybody else doing in this moment?
I think Yanara is just assessing the situation, like this conversation she's been assessing quite quietly. She's been watching the whole thing very carefully, and she hears these words, I need to like tear her limb from limb or whatever, and she just kind of speaks to her and just like she kind of stands up and like rights herself a little bit. Lantern Warden, how do we complete your task?
Her eyes drift towards you, Inara. I know where she's made her lair. She has fed. Soon she will birth more pups. She will overrun the Blue Pines. And her voice shifts. There is no time. We must. And you see her shift, like she starts to move. And when she does, some of the cloak spills away, and you see that the left-hand side of her chest has been torn open. Like it's like something grabbed or snatched or ripped and teared, bit from her. It is a violent wound on her side, and blood seeps from it as the flesh begins to stitch itself back together with these blackening tendrils.
Do the wolves still stand at attention for her?
They haven't moved.
Okay.
And she was a ranger, right?
Sorcerer.
A sorcerer. Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I'm conscious of our time, so can I just ask, what is everybody doing in this moment as Kalan Murkroff pulls herself to her feet?
I would like to check the map to see if we are in the same position where the map is.
The Yanara's map, is it?
Yes.
You are.
Okay.
It's here somewhere.
Then I'm going to grab the arm and leap out of the hole and run away.
Away
Or at
from
least
the
try
hole?
to do so.
Is
Oh,
Pip
wait.
not in the hole?
No.
Well, just his arm,
Oh, it's Pip's arm? Oh, I didn't catch on. to that.
presumably.
Oh.
So, Gravina, you're just going to run?
I'm just going to run. There used to be the deep stone hole where the leg fell. I'm going to go down there.
You're going to try and get down. You're going to go down into that.
I'm going to go down into that hole.
It's actually a little bit narrower because whatever had been digging here, so it's kind of partially kind of fallen in on itself, but you're going to go down. Okay.
I'm going to go down there.
Okay, Ternos?
I'm gonna growl Griblina's name after her. But I mean, I'll ask Kalan, how long does it take for this thing to create new creatures? When you say no time, we have no time.
She will have a litter by morning.
How far out is her den?
And Griblina, from one monster to another. Kalan, you see her kind of tilt her head back and up. And the edges of her nose wrinkle and widen as she sniffs the air. And then she winces as she catches the smell. Two miles north, she has a lair. Dax.
I think, yeah, Dax kind of, I guess, considering that the new target is going to be the other Sin, he's going to pick up his sword and kind of stand up, and he's just going to look at Kalan and just be like, he's just going to be kind of, yeah, as it's slightly shut down and stuff like that, but he's going to turn in the direction that they've said, and he's just going to be, I'm going to destroy all the sin. That's my job. And he's just getting ready, just putting the sword away and just kind of getting himself sorted. He's still shaken.
Malachi?
Seeing that Dax has backed away and the wolf's not moving, Malachi draws his weapon. He takes position over Callan. He holds the weapon out in front of her and he goes, I'll do it if you ask.
When the time comes. And she climbs out of the hole.
As she's doing that, Malachi touches the point of his sword to her. He goes, if you make one move that I don't like, I'll end you there and then. And then he'll step back and let her out.
She nods at you, Malachi. But the right side of her face, you see something swirl in the eye. And then she moves around the edge of the hole, kind of trying to kind of clear a path north. Yunara?
Well, from one death trap to another, it seems. We must be quick. If we are to kill this thing while it's birthing, we must do it fast. And she's going to prepare for the journey towards this. She's going to take stock of everything around them and maybe try to find a path, a good path.
Okay. At this moment, as you prepare to follow Kalan deeper into the Blue Pines forest, Griblina, hearing Chernos shouting at you, shouting your name as you scramble down the tunnel, you make it into that small little hovel, that small little burrow where Pip had been hiding. There's nobody here. You see little remnants of somebody having sheltered here. Some of it now buried. There's something down here. And as you hear Chernos roar at you that we're leaving, it's that smell. It's here too. And you remember what it is. Malachi's sweat. And that is where we're going to leave tonight's session.
I have a gun.
Massive thank you to everybody, to Kate, David, Paul, Aiden, Dahi for this evening. I hope you had fun. To everybody in chat, thank you so much for joining along. Paul, thank you for the gifted tier subs. That was lovely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And everybody enjoyed. And I know there was some the Def DM Tony donated 5,000 points to give the guild 500 gold. So I will add that to the guild coffers. And Zool gave an inspiration to Dax that we weren't in a space, but because I'm so nice, I'll allow that to carry over, but they are session dependent.
Yeah.
But I'll allow it to carry over because I'm not a bad person. I did awful things to you all this evening, so I feel like this balances it out. Okay. I'm Declan, and I've been your game master. This is the Emberlight Saga, a grimdark fantasy where 23 players look to manage the efforts of a group of people, a guild struggling to remain hopeful in a world that is lost and forgotten. We stream here every Monday with different tales from different groups that venture out into the world, the kingdom of Phaeton. Still 23 players, yes, Paul. Still 23. I was so close. So close.
Yep.
No, actually, we're 22 because remember we killed Dave. We killed old Bill.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Off screen and everything.
That's canon.
Sorry, old Bill. Sorry, 22.
We
22
stream,
and counting down.
22 and counting down. But we stream here every Monday with the Emberlight Saga and every second Wednesday with the Quiet Between. A chance to see our players and their characters in the world before and even in the now, in the aftermath of the quests and the work that they do, their successes and their failures. We also stream on Thursdays with random DMs and Ben and Declan on a roll, which is currently on hiatus. But this Wednesday, we do have the Quiet Between. And on Thursday, we have random DMs. And on Friday, there's a brand new episode of Romancing the Dungeon. Jesus Christ, that's so much stuff. I need to get a hobby.
This is your
I
hobby.
think you need less hog.
Wait. Okay,
Leave me alone.
you need a less streamable hobby.
Yes, I need a less streamable hobby. I'm going to take up dancing or something. I don't know.
You just scared many of that.
But Romancing the Dungeon is our award-winning podcast series about 4 heroes navigating the world while looking for love in a kingdom wrought with conspiracies, monsters, and heartbreakers. It's in its third and final season of campaign 1, and it's been a doozy the last couple of episodes. It's been fairly heavy if you've been listening in. I promise you they are about to do some of the stupidest things you've ever seen, ever. It took me ages to try and find the right sound effects to really encapsulate the some of it's also my fault. The phrase horny goats got mentioned, and it just went off the tracks.
Yeah, that's on you.
That's not that part is on me. The rest of it is all on them. But you can catch that on all major podcast platforms. We're going to be back for the final and the concluding part of Howling at Blue Pines in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully, we'll see you on Wednesday for the Quiet Between, and Thursday for random DMs, and hopefully on Friday you'll listen to Romancing the Dungeon. I'm not leaving any space for any other creators. I think that's my plan is to just take up all the space. What am I, a straight white man? I'm one and a half of those things. And okay, that's it for me. We're going to do our Embers and Roads off stream at the end of this. And until then, we thank you all so much for the company, and we will see you hopefully very, very soon. That was me looking for the button. I found it. Good night. Peace.